don't make no sense. YouTube. What's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos. What's going on? Let me see if we can get this connection to do right. We gotta do right. Yeah, man, what's going on? You got a handful of guys in here. What's going on? Yeah, man, I just wanted to make this video, man, if, you know, talk about my insurance. Oh, man, I messed up my insurance, man. I messed up my insurance. Let me tell y'all what I did with my insurance. So, you know, a lot of y'all know that I got my own authority. You know, it's not a big deal, man. I've just continued to do the same things I always done. Call up brokers and get loads. You know, pulling the same freight. I'm pulling the same doggone freight. It's ridiculous. Pulling the same freight. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy. How I handle my repairs, I try the best I can not to have them. You know, do good maintenance and do the best I can. You know, take an oil sample of the truck. Take an oil sample of the truck and you know, send the oil off for an analysis and see what they say. You know, it's kind of like getting blood work done on going to the hospital and getting blood work done, getting the physical done. You do the same thing with a truck. So, you know, if you find fuel in the oil, well, you got a problem. If you got coolant in the oil, well, you know you got a problem. If the truck still run, then you know you still got some time. You know, if you got oil in the coolant, you know you got a problem. You know, you look at the coolant, is the oil starting to look brown looking? You might be getting oil in the coolant. You know, you got gaskets in the block that go bad. So, you know, if you stay ahead of those things and keep an oil analysis on your truck, you can stay ahead of certain things that won't cost you a bunch of money. It'll give you time to get the truck into the shop and get that done, rather than paying for a tow. Michael Malone, what's going on? I told you, Michael Malone, you look like you look like B Smooth. B Smooth, me and B Smooth been going back and forth lately, man. He been sending me some messages, man. You know, talking about I should stop using his name in my videos. But I mean, it's like, hey, Be Smooth, if you watching this, man, it's just all good fun, man. It ain't nothing personal. I mean, all I can say, man, is you started it. Way back when you was clowning on me, man. Yeah, but you look like him, though. Way back when he was clowning me, man, like, I just, that junk wasn't cool, man. You know, it just wasn't cool. So, Be Smooth, hey, chill out, man. It's just YouTube, man. It's just YouTube. It's all in good fun, man. So, ain't nothing personal. I'm sure you talk about me in your videos too. So, if you want, you can go and make videos about me in your videos. Go ahead. Because I really don't care. You know, I really don't care. You know, it's just all entertainment. But anyway, yeah, man, you just try to do the best you can, and just, if you see something wrong with your truck, try to jump on it as soon as possible, man. Don't hesitate. You know, like for example, I replaced that coolant reservoir a couple months back. You don't want to mess around when it comes to coolant in your truck, man. It ain't gonna hurt. I would say every couple of years, man, depending on how long you plan on having a truck, I would say every couple of years, just flush your coolant out. You wanna have good, strong coolant in your truck. That's just me. We put so many miles on these trucks every year, and you know, we put so many miles on these trucks, like, you know, you can flush your coolant out and put new coolant in there, you know. I think the coolant in these trucks, they can last up to about 500,000 miles. So I would say every 200,000-300,000 miles, just go ahead and flush the coolant out the truck. It's just like doing an oil change, man. You know, replacing belts before they go bad. Just replacing stuff before they go bad, man. Doing increasing your oil change intervals. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was to change your oil according to the book says every 50,000 miles. A lot of guys be running around out here changing their oil every 50,000 miles. Now the Detroit recommends changing it at that rate, but I think you need to change it even sooner. I change mine every 3 months, no matter what. So, at the end of March, I'm gonna go ahead and take my truck in for a PM and get an oil change and whatnot. So, I mean, we use these trucks to make money. Don't be trying to penny pinch on, like, change the oil, man. That's the easiest thing you can do to take care of the motor. You know, you don't want parts in the engine, components of the engine getting overstressed because the viscosity of the oil isn't strong enough. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep good, strong oil in your motor. So what? You increase the oil change intervals to 15,000 miles, 20,000 miles. You don't want to push that oil all the way up to 40,000 miles, man, because the viscosity of the oil, the strength of the oil won't hold up, and you go pulling a hill one day and you got push rods and your pistons running up and down. you would stress out the block and stress out engine components, and before you know it, you throw a rod through the block, and then you be buying a new motor. You don't want that. Just because you want to save a couple dollars on the oil change. I recommend getting the best oil you can get. I usually put Mobil Delvac in my motor, so you can save a couple dollars by getting that Shell. I don't recommend using Shell. Shell is a crap oil. It's just a piece of junk oil. When I put Mobil Delvac in the truck, I noticed Mobil Delvac is much more stronger, stable oil. It don't burn off as easy as Shell. You put Shell in the motor, man, that stuff burn off. You just wasting your time. Oh, that's Jeff. What's going on, Jeff? I keep on forgetting he changed the name of his video. Yeah, man, I'm a gearhead at nut. At nut. I'm a gearhead at heart, man. So, you know, I have an automotive background because a lot of this stuff, you can just bring this stuff over from automotive and apply it to trucks. It's just simple, it's common sense stuff. Changing your oil, you know, filters, making sure your tires are properly inflated, you know, looking for leaks and stuff, sending your oil off for oil analysis. You know, all that stuff would keep you ahead on big money expenses, you know, when it's, you know, when you need to take your truck in, you know. You know, so that's what it is. But this is not what this video about. It's about insurance. Tell you the truth, man, it's clickbait. I didn't mess up my insurance. A couple guys been asking me about insurance, and as you know, I got OIDA. It's not the best insurance in the world, but I'm making money. You know, first, I'm about to complete my first full week under my own authority, and I'm probably gonna see $6,000 this week. I'm probably gonna see $6,000 gross, and it's pretty good. Like, about every 2 days I get paid. It's pretty good. Like, I like Uber Freight. Uber Freight paid within 24 hours. Like, as soon as I deliver the load, I scan the bills. I'll say about 2-3 hours later, Uber Freight will send me an email saying, "Thank you for running our load. We're processing your payment. You should receive your payment within 24 to 48 hours. And if I run an Uber Freight load and deliver that load like 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, scan the bills, I would have the money in my account the next day. That's how fast Uber Freight is. Uber Freight is good. I ran a Coyote Logistics load. It takes about 3 days to get paid with Coyote Logistics. I just did my first CH this will be my second CH Robertson load. CH Robertson, they pay pretty good. They pay in 2 to 3 days. It depends on when you send in the paperwork. CH Robertson charged 2% for quick pay. So that's the deal with that. So you email them at quickpay@chrobertson.com. And then once they process the payment, you'll get an email saying, "Thank you for running our load. You should receive your payment in such and such amount of time." And it's pretty good, man. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. My bad. Insurance. So a lot of guys been asking me about insurance, and if y'all think about getting your authority and you know you're looking for insurance, no matter which insurance that you get, I recommend getting the cheapest insurance well, not the cheapest insurance, but I recommend getting the bare minimum insurance just to get your authority running. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably can't afford to sit for about 30 days until you get set up with brokers and your authority becomes active. So what you need to do is wherever you are, Snyder, Traveloka, Landstar, Great Wide, Mercer, wherever you at, continue to work. Just continue to work. Go apply for your authority. Right after you apply for your authority, call up an insurance company and get insurance. Because the sooner you get insurance, the sooner your authority becomes active, your MC becomes active, and the seasoning period of your authority starts. It ain't gonna start until you can get your authority all day long, but until you put insurance on that authority, you just wasting your time. So you gotta put insurance on that authority. So like with me, what I did is I got OOIDA insurance. I got the bare bone insurance. I got the primary liability, the motor and the motor cargo insurance. That's what I got. I didn't get the motor truck cargo and general liability. Is it primary liability? Yeah, motor truck cargo and legal liability. So that way, as long as you got the minimum requirements of insurance, your authority starts to get seasoning on it. Because a lot of guys, they nitpick on, oh, this type of insurance. Oh, this type of insurance. Breakdown. Don't worry about that. You can get breakdown once you start moving freight. You want to get your authority some seasoning. You want to start it. So you can, if you still at Landstar, Snyder, wherever you at, Traveloka, continue to work. Continue to work. Put that money aside. So don't spend no money on, don't waste money on nothing else. Because your primary goal is to put insurance on that authority. That's the most important thing you can do. So, y'all know I left Traveloka, right? I left Traveloka. It's official. I'm done with them. They're okay company. But when I left Traveloka, I had to give up my physical damage insurance. Why? What are you talking about? Why? You silly, man. That's a silly question to ask somebody. I'm going to stay leased on giving up 12% of my money to be leased on when I can just go get my own authority, spending the same amount of money. I'm going to get to it in a minute. Like, I'm not pulling no special freight. Traveloka don't have no dedicated customers. They don't have no dedicated lanes and nothing like that. I'm booking my own loads anyway. But here's the deal. I had to give up my my physical damage. Now, if y'all think about getting your own authority, what I recommend is just getting primary liability and cargo. Don't go up there and get physical damage, and then you getting physical damage through the carrier, and you paying physical damage through your authority, because you would be paying 2 physical damages. You don't want to. That's a waste of money. To activate my authority, to activate my insurance with OOIDA, I had to put $543 down, and it was $700 a month. That's just for the primary liability and the cargo. That's not physical damage. I think I paid 2 months of premium before I actually started running, which is last week. I paid about 2 months of premium. So a lot of y'all be like, oh yeah, you paid 2 insurances, but I'm gonna make that money back, because I'm gonna make that money back in 3-4 weeks, 2-3-4 weeks, because under your own authority, you get all the money. Traveloka ain't taking money off the top, except the factoring company or the broker that's getting the quick pay and whatnot. So this is just a little word of advice. So if y'all think about getting the authority, you got to be strategic and plan the whole situation. Continue to work, okay? Continue to work. Get your authority. Go ahead and put down for some insurance. Like I say, I went with OOIDA. I had to put down $500 for, I think it's $543. And then it was $700 a month. And then, like the other day, I don't know if it was Monday. I don't know. I just been running like a fool, but I don't know if it was Monday or Friday. I went ahead and canceled my physical damage and bobtail with the other insurance company, and then I called up OOIDA to start a brand new physical damage policy under my own authority, which is $340. So $340 plus the $700, because the physical damage and the primary liability and cargo, they're, it's under the same policy now. So 700 plus 341, I'm paying about $1,040 a month for insurance, physical damage, primary liability and cargo, and I got some other pieces in there, breakdown or something, some junk in there. And that's pretty much it, man. So just an FYI. So once you get your authority and put insurance on it, you can just take your time. At that point, you need to build your driver file, and then you need to go ahead and build up your carrier file. You got to have your annual inspections in there. Just, you got to create some files on your computer, so that when the DOT come and give you an audit, you have those files nice and organized, and you just shoot them to them. You got to have your maintenance file. You got to have it's about 10 files you got to have, and you got to file your logs. You got to file, safety inspections. You got to, because you're a carrier. On the carrier side, these are the files you got to have on file all the time. Insurance, blah, 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 blah. So, the FMCSA has got all this stuff laid out. You just got to read it. Like the FMCSA, they don't have no videos or nothing, but it's like you go on the website, they have a little manual, a little booklet. I forgot what it's called. It's a little booklet the FMCSA's got. You can download it. It's in a PDF, and it's going to walk you step by step on what you need to do. You got to have a driver application on yourself, a drug consortium. So, like I said, when you get your authority and get your insurance, go ahead and get your UCR done. Go ahead and get your it's a bunch of permits you need. Go and get your UCR done. Sign up for a drug consortium. Those are the two main ones right there. UCR and drug consortium. You got to have a drug policy on file. If you don't have none of those on file, the DOT going to put you out of business. If there's anything else, the DOT, they'll work with you. They'll probably give you a little slap on the hand and say, hey, man, you got to fix that. But if you don't have a drug consortium, you running down the road and you get caught, you done. You don't have insurance, you running down the road, you done. You don't, drug consortium, drug policy, those three right there, those are the big ones. Those are the big ones. If you don't have those three, you're done. The other stuff, they'll kind of give you a slap on the hand and say, hey man, you need to get that straightened out. So, of course you gotta get your truck and trailer, get your base plates and all that stuff. But assuming that you already got that stuff And then once you get the UCR drug consortium and get your insurance and stuff like that, you can just take your time and just build your carrier up and make sure you got all your files together and, you know, get your permit book together, you know. See, here go my permit book. See, that's my drug testing, my drug and alcohol plan right there. See there? So if I was to hire some drivers, each one of my drivers would have to have this on hand, you know. So, you know, UCR drug consortium. So here's my drug testing results. See that? It's negative. My drug testing results. You don't have to have this in your permit book, but I put it in here. So if I get pulled into the scale, I don't want to have no BS that I took my drug test. So I'll be like, what are you talking about? It's right here. What are you talking about? I don't want to have to look for nothing. I want to have everything easy accessible for the officer. You know, you're 2290. Okay. I mean, all the other stuff is pretty much straightforward, but all the other stuff is pretty much straightforward. And once you've done all that, man, it's just business as usual. Booking loads with brokers and running down the road. You know? Let me see what y'all talking about. Thanks for the info. It's late on the East Coast. I'm out. All right, be smooth, brother. Be smooth, brother. Oh man, that dude, Michael Malone, show looked like Be Smooth. I ain't gonna lie. If you're a member of OOIDA, will it make a difference? If you're a member of OOIDA, Big Face, I don't understand what you're saying. I think that OOIDA membership is a joke, man. It's a joke. They just trying to get $45 out of you, man. It's because they can make the membership free if they want to, you know. But it's all good, man. It's just $45. It's going to a good cause, you know. Organization like OOIDA, you know, those guys fight for us up there in the White House and stuff. So, you know, I don't mind paying a little $45. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. The price, no, it's not a different if you're a member or not. It's just in order to get access to all the stuff that they have, you got to be a member, pretty much. In order to get insurance, you got to be a member. In order to call in and get like legal help and assistance on certain things, you just got to be a member. Because when you call up, they're going to ask you for your member number. See, this is my card right here. But yeah, so I know some guys, they put that gold logo on their truck, the gold OOIDA logo on the side of the truck with the eagle in it. But I don't know, I don't like all that stuff on my truck. I just like my truck clean, man. I don't like all those logos, and I be seeing guys put logos all over their truck, man. Like it's just, man, like you don't need all that stuff on that truck. Just put your company name on the side, very professional and clean. Like I see guys, they got all this stuff all on a truck. It's like, man, you don't need all that stuff. You done spent $5,000 putting all these logos on your truck, and it ain't making you no more money. Just spend about $50 and get you some vinyl, put your company name on your truck, and go down the road and make you some money, man. You need to put all them logos on. That's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. But I mean, some guys have a lot of pride in their truck, so they just want logos and stuff all over their truck. But it's a trip, man. Man, I'm just thinking like all the trucks that I've seen, like guys just put all this stuff. The big ugly Keep Trucking logo. I mean, I don't like that blue Keep Trucking logo on my truck, but at the same time, it lets the DOT officers know that I got an ELD in my truck. So, because you know, a lot of times when you go through a scale, sometimes them DOT officers are standing right outside and they looking for something to call you in for. So, I mean, it's IFTA season right now. So if you don't have the right IFTA stick on the side of your truck, if you don't have that red IFTA stick on the side of your truck, they calling you in. That's a ticket right there. You know. So I don't like the blue Keep Trucking logo on my truck, but at the same time, I put it on there just to keep the DOT officers off of me. So they know I'm running down the road, I'm being legal. So, you know, that's just my opinion on that. You can get a razor blade and cut it in half and just keep electronic logs part. You know what? That's a good idea. I wouldn't even think about that. Hold on. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might do that. Cause I got 2 logos. You know. That's a good idea. I won't even think about that. You can just cut it and then you just had the blue part saying electronic logs, but you know, I wouldn't really think about it like that, but you know, it is a big ugly blue stick on the side of your truck. But I mean, if a DOT officer is sitting in the median watching guys go by and he trying to figure out who he gonna give a ticket to, he ain't gonna give me a ticket for running over my log because I got an ELD. So I mean, it ain't gonna stop them from calling you in, but you know, I'm a one-man carrier. You gotta understand, when you got your own authority, you are a one-man carrier. You're not a JB Hunt. You're not a Snyder. You're not a Landstar. So the DOT officers, they know Snyder. They know Landstar. They got 30 years of business dealing with Landstar, Mercer, Snyder, JB Hunt. They know these guys. But I'm a new carrier. I'm going to do everything I can I got to put my time in. You know what I'm saying? So running down here in the South, I want the DOT officers to know that JH Services is a safe carrier. That's the whole point. So I put the stickers on there to let them know, okay, this business is running safe and I'm following the rules. You know, because I bump into guys a lot I bump into guys who get their own authority, man. They run their authority into the ground, man. They're not taking their authority serious. Like, I know guys that get authority, run the authority into the ground, turn around and start a whole nother authority. I don't understand. Like, I know after a while the DOT, after 2 tries or whatever, I think they'll block you from getting your authority. I think, for what I understand. You know, guys creating a bunch of bogus authorities and running down the road. You know what I mean? So, but I'm here. I'm trying to build a real safe business. All right. So the last thing I need is the DOT officer looking at my truck and just want to pull me in because whatever, you know, I'm a one-man carrier and I'm presenting my own business to the DOT officer that, hey, I got a safe business. I'm going by the rules over here. You know what I'm saying? But like if you with Snyder or JV Hunt or Traveloco, you really can't like help what happens, because you're in a pool of other drivers. You in a fleet, you know. So, but I'm a one-man fleet, so whatever I can do to negate and you know, make that DOT officer think that, okay, this new carrier over here, he's following the rules, he's doing a good job, you know. Adam say, what is your first step in getting your own authority? I got a whole bunch of videos about that. Jeffrey L got videos about that. Matter of fact, Jeffrey L, he's got a whole tutorial on how to get your authority. You might want to check Jeffrey L out. It's another guy on YouTube. His name is what is his name? His name is check out his name is Averitt Madison. Averitt Madison. His channel is Trucking what's the name of his channel? Trucking Overside. I forgot the name of his channel, but he's got a step-by-step tutorial on how to get your authority. You can't miss that. Like if you can't follow his step-by-step tutorial on how to get your authority, I don't know what else to tell you. Averitt Madison. I'm trying to find his channel. Averitt Madison. I'm trying to pull it up on my tablet right here. Yeah. Yeah, Trucking Inside. That's the name of his channel right there. Yeah, that's the name of his channel right there. He's got a step-by-step. He's got like 4 or 5. I think he's got like 10 videos on a step-by-step tutorial on how to get your authority. If you can't follow them steps, I don't know what else to tell you. I just don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's step by step. It's very organized. He speak with sense. You can understand what he's saying. Just follow his steps, and you, at the end of the video, you would know how to get your authority. I mean, I just don't know what else to tell you. He tell you how to get your permits. He tell you which companies to use, don't use. He tell you da-da-da-da-da. He tell you every doggone thing. You know? I mean, like I say, Jeffrey L has got videos. There's a couple other guys that's got some videos on how to get your authority. I would say Jeffrey L and Averitt Madison has got the best tutorials on YouTube right now. Like a lot of guys on YouTube, you know, they don't have step-by-step instructions on how to do it, where you can just follow along. Like Everett, he actually pulls up the DOT website and you follow along step by step, page by page, filling out a US DOT application, an FMCSA application to get your authority. If you can't follow that video, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. I mean, Jeffrey L., his videos is gonna show you like more like the particulars, and it's gonna be more current. Everett Madison videos, they're kind of old. I think they're like 2015 or something like that. So the FMCSA has changed a lot of their videos. I mean, the FMCSA has changed a lot of their rules and stuff. Jeff do charge, but Jeff's videos are more current, and it's dealing with ELDs and some of the different mandates that's come up, and certain rules, and it's just gonna be more current. You know, he's gonna he's gonna help you decide on a good ELD program to use, a factoring company. You know, there are different types of factoring companies out there. I mean, to tell you the truth, I haven't factored a load yet. I've been using QuickPay. You know, I've been using about 3 or 4 brokers. Pretty much the big brokers. That's what's, 4 or 5 brokers I've been using. TQL, Coyote, CH Robinson, Uber Freight, Dart. I got set up with Night Transportation. I'm gonna look at Swift here in a minute and see if I can get set up with Swift. JB Hunt, you need 6 months. Snyder, you need 6 months. And then I'm set up with a whole bunch, a little handful of different brokers. Scott Logistics, GTO 2000. It's a whole bunch of little small firms I'm set up with. Excel. But yeah, so, follow them videos. But man, I just wanted to just check in with y'all, man, and talk to y'all about insurance and authority and just some quick tips. My videos is to help guys save money when getting their authority. Once you fill out the application, you start to see that it's pretty easy to get your authority. You can go and get the permits and stuff. To get your KYU number, it's free, man. You just go on the Kentucky weight distance website and you get your Kentucky weight distance in 5 minutes. You just create an account, put your DOT number in there, bump, and then boop, the KYU letter comes out and you print it out, put it in your binder. Your UCR, that's free. Well, I'm sorry, not the UCR. The UCR isn't free. Your IFTA, depending on which state you live in, like in Georgia, it's $3 for Georgia to get your IFTA stickers. I bought 2 sets. I bought 2 sets of stickers just in case, they might peel off or something. Then I have a second set. You want to be running down the road, then you don't have no IFTA stickers, and then you got to go and you got to wait. I bought 2 sets, just in case. Just in case. And, you build your driver file. You got to fill out a job application on yourself. It's easy, Fill out a job application on yourself. You got to have a file on yourself from your 3 previous employers. From your 3 previous employers. So if you used to work for Snyder, you got to call up Snyder and ask them to email you employment verification to yourself. You know, whatever companies you work for, you got to get previous 3 years of employment and file that with your carrier. You are a carrier, so you got to put that in a file and file that. Job application, drug testing file. You got to have all this stuff filed because you're, you know, just like the JB Hunts and all the big carriers, they file all this stuff for you. You got to file it because you're your own carrier. So, and it's easy. Once, you know, you got to print out, get a copy of your MVR, your driving, get a copy of your driver's license, your medical card. All this stuff you should already have, but you got to keep it on file, on, you know, in your carrier file. So the DOT come in, you can just hand it to them and just, they do an audit. Be like, okay, driver, you know, such and such trucking company, you pass your audit. You know, past 22 years, I've only had 2 employees. Well, that's all you need. That is all you need. But hey, man, I've been rambling, going back and forth. But hey, I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. You know, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.